What are they actually most like grumpy about here? Air pollution's not helping at all. I would say air pollution's our worst one, isn't it? Right? Air pollution's pretty bad. Don't like it. How do we make that better? Stop outputting all of this exhaust everywhere. If you dig on a water table, the hole will not fill in with water now. So Sarge, hear me out for this idea. Go on, Sarge.
Oh, I was just looking at some stuff.
All right, hear me out on this, Sarge, right? I have all this exhaust that's just puking out, right?
Yeah.
What if I take all that and I run a pipeline up here to my exhaust scrubber or the glass system? Because realistically, wait, what's going on here? Limestone. Oh, I didn't realize I was like out of glass. I have plenty of glass. But basically, I'm not using this system, right? So what if I bring the exhaust up here and run it into this system? Just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
For a little bit of pipe, I think that would go a long way.
Okay.
We're also having overcrowding issues. I just realized that too, chat. Okay. So, slow down time. I don't want this to get too out of hand on me here.
I could do that too. I have a couple things here I could take exhaust pipes off of and pipe into something.
Yeah. I really should try to clean up my air as much as possible. It's just going to help. Okay, I just got my power generation, so we'll go handle that in a minute. I got to do this first. Because why not? And actually, we just happen to have a balancer here. So we'll run out of the balancer. Because this actually needs to be a pretty high priority deal here. Because this is going to be... this is more important than glass, as far as I'm concerned.
I am right there.
Problem is this is down right in a bad spot here. Underneath. I don't like that at all. Oh, I might as well just run it around up that way, huh? Keep it in the, where I already have pipelines running kind of thing. Might as well. Okay, it's not going to let me build down the hill with it, which is fine. Kind of didn't think it would. Parallel that one. A little bit here. That's not, no. Do not hook to that, please and thank you. Like when we weasel this through here all the way, that's going to be the next challenge. Remember, all this is temporary, okay? Someday I'll hook all this up right. That is when I get that blueprint to work. Now, it would be cool, though, Bustrong, if, like, the water would fill in. I think having to run, like, groundwater pumps when you're down, like, digging and stuff, I think that would be a very cool thing to do. Yeah, I would add some realism. Even if you didn't dig where there's necessarily, like, a water, you know, thing. Even if you just dug somewhere else, but there's always going to be groundwater. So I think that would be really cool, actually. Okay, that's already on Unity. Let's go. Priority in, priority out. Okay, so basically that's going to scrub the exhaust, and our CO2 is actually going to be injected in the ground with salt water, which is kind of cool. And we'll actually be making sulfur out of here, and eventually some acid to use in the glass system, which is pretty cool. We need another excavator up here, y'all. I'm just doing well, so we'll take excavator from there, bring him up here. Trucks. So now this all should be ideally running again. Might have to upgrade that pipe, huh? Okay. Did I do that all the way then? Dang. Quick build that. Let's go. Get it done. But this should help our people out a lot. Be a lot happier with us. Housing was an issue. We're still having issues with power, I see. But we're about to go handle that. Everything should be good here now. As this one gets done. Come on. All right. Trying Del Taco for the first time in ages. Interesting. Fun fact, I've never had Del Taco. We don't really have them here. We used to have one, but I never went to it. More of a Taco Bell kind of guy. Just saying. But hey, it's all good either way, right? Okay, this is up and running. Actually, might need to increase this system now. I was kind of hoping this would be enough just to keep up, but kind of doesn't look like it's going to be. Yeah, if we do that, we're making way more than this can handle. This can only handle 30. I didn't realize that's all this could handle. And I thought it would handle more. Del Taco is good, especially their fries. I've never had Taco John's either. Never had that. I guess if this gets full, it just vents into ozone anyway, right? So it should be okay. It's the thought that counts, right? It's the thought that counts. You know, Taco Bell actually had, well, when they have them, they have some pretty good fries too, but they don't have them all the time, unfortunately. Okay. Limestone guys, are they digging in limestone? They are digging actively in limestone. Okay. Not a lot. We probably need to start digging down on that limestone there just to take it. Okay, so power. I have this blueprint from Sarge here. Okay. And this is for one run. How much power does this make, Sarge?
It will make 6 meg.
Okay, and I need a coal
It'll
input?
make another meg more than what your capacity is right now.
Okay. And what inputs do I need for the system?
Steam. High pressure.
Oh, steam. Okay. I'll have to work that out. I actually don't have any I don't have any steam, excess steam off anything right now, do I? Ew. I'm thinking about putting this way up here. I know it's kind of far away for coal, because that's the only option I have for making steam right now. But last time we took a road trip for food, it was not worth it. It was for Zaxby's. Remember that? And I was not a fan. And I'm not going to Columbia for Taco John's. Yeah, there's water. That's why I have pumps here. These are supplying my town. So if we do that.
Yeah, now naturally, you know, like the cooling towers, they don't have to be laid out there, right?
No, no, no.
I just threw them there because that's probably about the number you're going to need.
Yeah. But this is your steam input, right?
That's input.
Then you have... Okay. So I'll have to take the water and bring it back around. Or, actually, might be worth doing it. Do an output into the system here. Well, we pretty much did. That's why I went. All right, first time. Everybody's like, what? They're gonna go, what? What are you doing? Oh, man. The whole thing, Chad. Don't worry about it, okay? All right, so then I need, I don't have anything besides coal, really, to burn right now. I don't have any of this oil stuff. I've not done any of the stuff with the oil, at this point. Which is kind of interesting. Just saying. Kind of interesting that I just haven't done it. But I'm kind of waiting for that blueprint to be able to use that blueprint. But I guess it's late game stuff. I don't know what I'm missing, but I'm missing something from it still. I don't know how much later stuff there actually would be in it. That's the thing that I don't understand. I don't know. It's got to be something like right in this neck of the woods here. I don't know. Something right in here, but no idea, chat. Not a clue. Don't like it. That is true. There is a lot of Casey's out in like central Missouri. You betcha, first time. You betcha. There's quite a few Casey's out there, yeah. Which is awesome. And actually, hey chat, guess what? We pump our exhaust into this line here too. Why not? How much steam input are we talking here? 48? Or is it more than that, Sarge?
You're looking at
I think I'm just gonna let it be built first so I can figure
48 per.
out what. Okay.
So you got 48 and 48.
Okay.
96.
Oh, because they're okay. I see what's going on here. Yeah. Okay. So I've got 2 here, so that's 48. There you go. We're good there. Okay. All right. I guess that won't connect like I want it to. Okay.
Because it's drive shaft.
Yeah. Realize that. Okay, and then you got the 2 to 1, and okay. Yeah. Which really, I could take the system that I have down yonder and just upgrade it to this, basically. But I need more power, so might as well just get something fired up here. Okay, so we need a bin. A bin for coal. Just a little guy will work. Just a little one.
Little
right?
one right there. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little one, right? No big deal. Just a little guy. Go. Move that pipe. And then we need water. Definitely need water input into the whole thing here. Be that way. We definitely want to go off the tank side. Let's go this way then. Something tells me we might end up with more of this up here too, Switch. Never know.
Never know.
Although this thing should shake and bake pretty, like a fair bit of power, right?
Got your exhaust to contend with yet off your...
Yeah, we're gonna pump that out here. Second. Love the title. That's a Carson title for you. That's a Carson title for you. What's poppin'? What's going on? There you go. How about that, Sarge? We'll just run that into the exhaust line. That's going to the scrubber, which is being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, because it doesn't have any power. Okay, so right now all that's just going to ozone anyway.
It will have power here.
Yeah, we'll get power going here in a minute. I'm doing well. Once we get coal up here, we can start burning. And then what I'm thinking is over here, maybe we just nuke a little bit of piping here, and we'll put a balancer in so that this water can just go down to town then.
Yeah, because you do not want the towers to fill up.
No, that's a no. That's a no-go.
Because that will shut down
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what I'm thinking is if I do another set here, just somehow we'll pipe it all in. It'll all work eventually. Actually, we'll back that up just a little bit. Yep, Professor, it sure will. Eventually, yes. We take that out as well. And then I can just go off this corner right there. So a little bit of replumbing, which is not a big deal. Professor, it's because we don't have enough power right now is the problem. Once I get some more power going, I'll be fine. Because they can't run without power, of course, so. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll set the priority as the input from the power system here. Okay, and it looks like get some exhaust pipes built. Be good to go. We are getting coal up here. We obviously have all the water we could want up here. There's no water issues here, at least as of right now. And we are firing it up. Got our first steam coming out, chat. Oh, we do need to get this pipeline going again because town relies on water. Like a lot. Gotta keep the town people happy here. Just saying. Alright, but once this gets chooching here, we should be good. Right, Professor? Amazing how that works, right? Okay, so now
you still have diesel generators?
I do still have some, yeah.
Okay, check the priority of these gens.
Okay, diesels are set to 11. And they are actively running.
Okay, so yeah, you might need to set the ones that you just placed at a better priority.
Yep, you are correct. We're going to make these number 1. Number 1 there. We have like 18 power systems. I don't like that I have it in so many places. I need to consolidate all of it, chat. It's down here somewhere. Here's another one here. This is my first system. So those are set to 7. And then these are set to 6. So these aren't running now. Some of these. Trent?
John?
That power system work for you?
I don't know. I was watching Bear with his addiction on Transport Fever.
Oh. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So if we come up here now, we're good. We have 11.6 potential power, right? These things should just be fired up max, and as they say, let them eat. This pipe should not be getting full. These should not be full. We are good to go. Okay, now, is this have... What other input does this take? It takes water, right? We don't have any water here. Why is this not running, Sarge? Did I delete a water pipe or something? This thing has no water. Where was I getting water for this thing?
Got a water input right there.
Is that the problem? I don't have water on this? I don't have fresh water here, do I? Because this is... That's the CO2 output. This is water here. Did I delete something I didn't mean to earlier?
Probably.
Okay. Look here.
I must have, because I've got water here going into this block, right?
Go to your left a little bit. Or, I mean, your right. CO2, where's it going?
Well, see, I'm not even making CO2 right now. Because
I'm looking at the pipes.
the CO2 would technically come out right here and then go into this holding tank if need be, and then cross under the bridge.
Okay,
and
I
go
see
to
where it goes.
the injector. But somehow I must have had it today. Surely I've had a water pipe in here once upon a time, because this was working. And now it's just venting everything to ozone. I wonder if I had a water pipe running through here, and when I added this, I accidentally deleted it. Interesting.
Red pipe is exhaust.
Oh yeah, red pipe's exhaust.
Bring exhaust in on any of those ports down there.
But I need water too.
Yeah.
Okay, there. I got a water line. But somehow I just didn't have water to this, and I had to have earlier. Because this has been functional. I've made acid from this whole system.
Just wonder if the trucks have been delivering water for you.
That could be, because it was turned on.
You have your input on auto.
That's true. I just turned it off now. We're good now. We got water supply, but I don't know how I did that. I don't think this can't keep up with the amount of exhaust I'm trucking up here though. Or I am putting through the pipes up here. We might have to make a whole air scrubbing thing up here, huh? Or somewhere up here, maybe like down here. Because it doesn't really need to be attached to that. You know, this is supposed to be the last factory, not air scrubbing. I'd kind of like the old power to stop. That's interesting. At least we're scrubbing some of the air, right? We're scrubbing some of it. There we go. We're getting it all now. Probably just depends on what's running, because there's a lot that's kind of heading this way now. There, now we're backed out the ozone. Missing here, sand.
So if you put those exhaust scrubbers closer to the town, will that not hurt the town as bad as the exhaust?
Well, the whole problem with the exhaust scrubbers, you have to have somewhere to go with your CO2. Right?
Okay.
So the only thing you can do with your CO2, there's two options. You can either vent it to ozone, which it is better than just putting exhaust out of like refineries or blast furnaces, right? Or use one of these injectors here, which you have to have limestone and salt water. And then you're injecting the CO2 in the salt water into the limestone. So that's not that much of a problem, I guess. But the problem I'm having right now is I just have too much going here, because I got all my oil refining exhaust going there, and my up here my power generation exhaust as well. Now I'm going there, which is fine. But what I'm thinking is maybe I just need to make a separate little system here to get more capacity. Like, leave this one alone, just take this red line that's going there, which has like the bulk of my exhaust, and maybe just come up here. Yeah, probably just come right up here, and then I can just run the pipe down and use the same injector, because that thing's got capacity for days. Actually not really, but it's got more capacity than I'm using right now. So although, like, right now, I'm not venting anything to ozone, so that's good. But I'm also not, the glass system's not running at all right now, so imagine you fire up these furnaces and I'm going to have problems again. But for now, it is working. It is working.
Guessing that helps the health of your tool then.
Yeah. Unity's happy right now, but
Stop boosting everything.
I don't have anything boosted right now. I don't really boost stuff. Except for oil rigs.
Except for your oil.
Yeah.
That was a
Oil
in dire
rigs,
need.
yeah, you know. Okay, it's fine. Okay, although isn't there things you can put in to make like Unity better and make people happy?
I think there was something in the captain's office or something. I know it's in that building.
Professor, that is this game. It's entertaining and a struggle bus all at the same time.
Research wise, where you at?
Have a good one, Professor. We'll catch you later. Just got that power generation 4. I'm, you know, right. Yeah, big trucks. I have
Okay.
those.
Yeah, you do have something that'll make them happier.
What's that?
Household goods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that's the thing you're missing.
Uh-huh.
Researching, you didn't give it to him.
Stuff in the captain's office to make him happy. Why is this all backed up? Hold up. What's going on here? Oh, I don't have one assigned for glass, do I? Oh, I forgot we're getting glass recycling.
Double check to make sure this is right.
Hold up. This is all broken. All broken. Oh no. Our recycling. Ooh. Ice
Yeah,
cream's
John,
a great idea, Mrs. Professor. I like that idea.
I just gotta research the research lab for, then I can get that blueprint that you got me.
Okay, hold up here though. Is this working now? Okay, so we need to tell them to keep this one empty. Oh, with those. Okay, so we're actually going to be getting some recycling now because apparently we've been a little backed up here, chat. By a little, I mean a lot.
Yep. Here's another blueprint for you.
Okay, hold up. And upgrade all those. What would that be, Sarge? What is it?
Household goods.
I don't even have to play the game anymore, chat.
No, you just get a better redefined version of what you probably would have done.
Hey now. You're probably not wrong. Oh, that's it? That's all it is?
That's all?
That's it?
Boom.
That's so simple.
It is so simple.
I was
So
expecting some like monstrosity that's like really neat.
yeah, I was too. I was expecting this big, complicated, you know,
Wood, steel, and glass.
steel. Hey, I can do steel input right here then.
Oh, I gotta make glass.
Of course, that's the wrong. It's on the wrong side because
Oh, you can change it.
actually I can just do this because they can run wood around this side, so that's not a problem. So steel input will just go right from steel boom in. Glass will have to be transported, and wood will also have to be transported. So this is making household goods, and I have to put a thingy on town, right?
Yes.
What's that called? That's the one that uses household goods. There we go.
Household goods module.
module.
I even put it. Too much stuff.
Next year,
I can't put it there. We'll put it,
biomass or
put
transformer.
it right there. I don't want to get too close. Oh, we're in battle again, you know. Oh, we running away with our tail between our legs. Run! So there's a website, Best and Strong, for blueprints. Otherwise, what Sarge basically just did is he copy and pasted it into our TeamSpeak, and it gives you like this really long text chain that's like 3 miles long. And yeah, so there's the website if you're interested. We should probably start a channel in our Discord too. There's also blueprints in the Captain of Industry Discord as well. There are some in there, and there's not a ton, but there's definitely some in there. Definitely check them out. It's really cool. The blueprints are very neat. And Trent has just posted the link in chat and in Discord to the website for the blueprints. All right.
They get uploaded every day.
There literally are more every day, yeah.
Actually, I haven't checked it.
I haven't been on there in a couple days, to be honest.
There's fertilizer 2, lab equipment 2, and Tier 2 vehicle parts.
Nice.
And as far as the next thing, the what are household appliances?
Yeah.
The exact same setup, different inputs.
Really?
So instead of the glass and steel and all that, it is electronics, electronics 2, steel.
Oh, wow.
Oh, here's a compact chip plant.
When you copy them, Sean, you can come in here and click that button right there and you hit paste. So I just pasted in Sarge's twice now. And then you can just delete them out if you don't want them. So they make it super, 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 super easy. I mean, it's so nice. Oh, hey, guess what I just unlocked? Finally. I can build the oil refill. Oh my God, there's so much to it.
What'd you miss?
I don't know, but I finally have it. Wait, was I literally missing the fuel station 3? The fuel depot. That's that whole time it was just a fuel depot.
That's all I'm missing too.
Because that's the last thing I unlocked was the fuel depot. Okay, we're gonna put this in planning mode though, chat.
I'm not gonna research housing goods. I'm gonna try to research fuel station 3 so I can get that blueprint.
Oh my God, look at this, chat. I don't actually know what all this needs or anything, so I kind of think I just need to build it like a little ways away from everything. Oh my God.
I was kind of waiting for that too, and I've been...
Why is there stuff that's paused in it though? Oh my God, there's so many balancers and oh my God. Okay, this looks like a lot of the
stacks.
Yeah,
Click your
look how many stacks there are.
things for your transports. It'll tell you what's what.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Okay, yeah. So this is your, looks like output, fuel gas, acid, whatever fertilizer that is, input limestone, slag. We're going to input slag.
No, output.
Oh, you're right. That is an output still. Okay, there's only one input on this end. That's limestone. Slag, sulfur. And then, oh. We're making...
We have a spot down there for...
graphite?
Graphite.
Diesel. And then I noticed down here is where we go in with, in and out with pipes. So I don't actually know what those would be right now. I'd have to track it. So like, where does that pipe actually go? I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be oil.
Oil,
probably water. I don't know. Steam, maybe. I don't know.
Oil, water, and steam coming in and something coming out.
I kind of think do I build it here or maybe slide it over a little more? I got to stay away from the coal mine. I don't have room up there for it. I wanted it up there originally, up here. There's not room for it though. It's too big. My gosh. This is going to be awesome though. Because really once what if I turn it and just put it here? Because there's more room there. Then make the input end down here. I think we do something like that. I have plenty of room to build docks, left side and bottom. Dude, that makes my game lag so hard. There is so much in this build.
How much does it need to build?
Oh my god. Where's it tell you that?
You gotta place it, or right before you place it down.
Okay, so need to move it again. So that needs a whopping 2,900 construction 2, 1,000 construction 1, 1,700 construction 3, 166 rubber, and 30 concrete.
Ouch.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but that's not a lot.
All right, chat, you ready for all my trucks to complain that they're busy? I mean, they're already kind of, well, they're stable now, but they have been busy. Okay, we got to fix this, though. What is wrong here? We have no coal. Are they running, like, out of coal here? They kind of are.
Oh man, I got disease in my population now.
Oh, no, chat.
Turn on the beacon.
We got to get coal going, because we're out of coal right now.
Probably set up a mine. Or not a mine, a ship for coal.
No, I have it. The problem is there's dirt that's falling in, and they're digging some rock. So anytime you start doing that, where you're used to just digging coal, it's going to slow production down, because your trucks have to go farther, and it's a whole thing. But I got another couple excavators on this, and hopefully we'll be stable here in a minute. I actually could probably take an excavator off of iron and a couple trucks off iron as well, because that's really stable there. We have a big bid up there full. So, all in the cavalry here. I can't believe I was missing a fuel station 3 out of all that stuff. I just wonder why stuff comes paused, though. It's a couple of exhaust stacks. That kind of makes me nervous, you know? But all the recipes are already punched in here. Oh, man. What do you think, Sarge? Should I build it?
It's gonna be crazy.
YOLO, right?
Well, what's nice is, worst case, you can recover most of it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I think it's going to work.
Just weird how that there's 2 are
Say
paused.
goodbye to all of your...
All my parts are gone. Yeah, they're all going to be gone. But as long as we get...
your maintenance demand is about to go up, too.
Oh, I never thought of that, Sarge.
Is any of that maintenance...
I don't know. I hope not. I don't have maintenance 2 going yet. Did
I
I?
don't have it either.
Well, I don't see the demand kick up for it yet either, so...
Okay. They come paused.
Looks good. Yeah, it might be all right for now.
Okay. And somehow that stack is the first thing built.
Hey, we got parts for this.
Right? Oh, it's a steam output is what it is. It's a steam output that's paused. Huh.
Probably if you want to recapture that steam for water.
I don't know. But I gotta figure out like what's input, what is needed here, I guess is the big question right now. Because I know limestone was needed up here. And I'm assuming this is making its own carbon dioxide, right? There's that darn fuel station that I didn't have the whole time. What do I do with the graphite?
Oh, that's coming out. Oh, you'll use that other places.
Oh, I unassigned it, and now I can't reassign it because I don't have it yet, technically. So this system may not be functional for a while, huh?
Eh, that's a later issue.
But I have it. Oh, man.
Just a modern day construction project.
Yeah, so. I just
Plans there. It's just gonna take 10 years.
really want to know why I don't have any coal. Look at this, though. That's like full of recycle. Oh, wow. Wow. Where are you guys trying to go that you can't reach anymore? Oh, you can't reach that bin anymore, huh? Okay, we just won't run recycling there. That's fine. See, this is actually when stuff starts to get better for you. You start using more recycling instead of the ores out of the ground. It's definitely not a bad thing. Use up that recycle. Here's what we'll do. We'll add this here. On. There we go. And we'll just use this as our input for now for recycling. It'll go up and filter up there eventually and help us out. But I really, just, coal is a problem. There's plenty of coal in that mountain still. There's plenty there. It just doesn't seem like we're getting any of it out of there. Which is a bit of an issue, but this will be okay. Okay. You guys need to go where you're supposed to go. Over here. Do your own work. And keep that project going. All else fails, I could bring excavators up to the pile of coal that's here and just work on that right now. Hey, for the record, the trucks are busy. Does that surprise anybody, chat? No. No.
They're extremely busy.
Just a little. Honestly, I might have to pull the trigger on one of these projects and just up here. Where's his control zone at? He's the one that's controlling the dump site. Where's this guy? Where's his zone at? That's over there, okay. We need coal so bad, I'm gonna do this. I don't really want to, but we need coal in the worst way right now. So we'll keep some guys working down there, and we'll bring the rest, 2 excavators, and we'll bring them up here and get them to work up here so we can get some coal moving, because without coal, everything is going to shut down. And of course, that is a problem that we don't want to have. Not like that to be a problem for us. So we'll dig on our coal pile that we stashed up here on purpose. Yeah. And we'll tell them to go ahead and they can import it to there. That'll be the closest spot, and that feeds everything anyway, or pretty much everything. The only thing it's not feeding is like power and glass. About it. So. But like we're out of copper, which that means we're going to be out of electronics here in a minute. And we can't have that. Because we cannot run out of maintenance. That is not an option. That is simply not an option. At this point. and not have that. But we're getting coal already, so we're good. But just got to keep that project going down there too. Got to keep digging. Slowly, but surely. Free up a couple of these trucks to help with everything else that's going on right now. Like a little bit of a building project down here.
Just a little.
There's so many pipes in this thing. God. Holy cow. The thing that I liked about it was, you know, pretty compact, you know. That was one thing where I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. We just got the large dock and accoutrements for the dock. Hopefully that works. And then if this works, oh wait, no, we need lots of room behind that, don't we? That's not gonna work. Not gonna work. That's all right. Bye, Santa. What's that? We bring in a ship there. So we can't. Yeah, I kind of messed up. That should have been moved over. But our mine's gonna come. It's fine. We can just fill in more. We'll fill in more land here. That's all we need to do. So actually, this one right here, we'll just start on that now. That would be plenty right there. We'll just fill in more land over here. Problem is, that's a lot. That's very deep water already out here. But that's okay. Montana. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in. How's it going? Scared me. Caught me off guard. Serious Dave, welcome in. Thanks for the raid. I got you first time. Okay. Welcome in. How is everybody doing? Welcome to some Captain of Industry. Struggle bus is real, but hey, that's Captain of Industry. Just saying. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome. My name is John. I have this channel called Puma Plow. I play games. Mostly known for Farm Sim, but I also play other stuff like Captain of Industry or Satisfactory or Railroads Online or all kinds of stuff. If I can have fun playing it, I'm going to play it and I'm going to stream it. That's pretty much the way it goes. And currently working on Rust. That's another one, yeah. Currently working on a bit of an oil refinery project here. This is a blueprint. I did not make it. My map is in shambles because of it, but that's okay. It's all good. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna build another big truck or two. And we don't have the stuff right now for it, but we'll get it. Oh, how are the household goods? Hey, Sarge, that's full, by the way. But we actually getting them to here? Or not? Not getting them up here. Okay. That's a bit of an issue. We'll work on it. How's this going up here? Some sand. Look at that. We have full on acid now. That's good, I guess, right? What else do we use the acid for? Okay, we could make it into the glass mix. We could use it for copper. We could dump it in the ocean.
Not a good idea.
I know.
I should totally do that, John, because it'll make your people really
real happy.
Yeah.
Had to go over that.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work. But we could use it for copper. I don't know that I would switch all of it over because we're not making that much. You know, but I could switch a couple of these over to acid, couldn't I?
It wouldn't hurt.
I kind of wish they had dual inputs. They had a water and an acid. You could just run both. And whatever you're use, you know, whatever you have is what you use.
Kind of like with the chemical plant.
Oh,
Where you have like multiple needs for an input.
Dumb thought though. Can you put a balancer here and have one side be water and one side be acid? And if it has acid, it uses acid. But if it doesn't, it uses water. Does that work, Sarge? Chat? Does anybody know?
I would think
I
that
don't
would
know.
work if you have the acid as the priority in. They'll probably use that, kind of like with having on your burner for coal and biomass.
Yeah. Chat, do you think that would work? If, let's say I take this water line and run it back around here, because I have room over here, and I put a tank in here for acid, and I put a balancer in, and I have a water input, and I have an acid input, and I set the acid to the primary, and then connect all of it to the, and put recipes for both. I kind of don't see why that wouldn't work. Right? If it has water, or if it has acid, it uses acid. If it doesn't, there's water there. You have thoughts on that, Sarge? Should work, right?
Yeah, it might.
It might.
I mean, more likely.
All right.
I do not know.
I'm going to try it because I'm curious. If anything, I'm very curious about that. So we're going to try that real quick. We're going to put a tank in here. Not a big guy, just a decent sized feller. And then we're going to probably delete that pipe. We'll reconnect it later. And then this pipe, we're just going to pause. Because, hey, if nothing else doesn't work, we can always toggle. We can always take it out. Or just, you know, toggle these pipes back and get rid of the acid. It's just that I don't want to fill up on acid over there because then that's going to cause other problems. So by doing this, at least we'd have a use for it. So we'll have to tell that tank to empty at a certain point over there. And then we put a balancer in here. I love these balancers. They're probably my favorite thing in the game. To be honest. One of. Away. Run this up to here. Run this into here. Run that. That's fine. And then we set the, yep, as the tank. Need to get some of this stuff built because, yeah. Okay, then we just come here and we say we want that. And when we copy paste our recipe, don't have the parts to build it. Oh, I wonder why we don't have the parts. Oh, yeah, I built a giant blueprint. That's why we don't have parts yet. I made it a primary thing, though, so it should kick in pretty soon here. And then we'll go up to the acid that we have up here. We'll say, hey, we want you to empty out except for a little bit. Because technically we're using the acid up here. Because I have both recipes set here. I don't know if it's actually switching back and forth or if it's only doing the acid one. I don't really know what's going on there, but we're actually kind of low on glass, though. But I think that's a sand issue more than anything. We're having issues bringing sand up here for some reason.
Nice if there was a sand mine that you could get shipped in.
Oh no. Oh no. But these guys are, oh no, do they have this not? Oh no. They don't have this turned off for truck access. Oh no. No.
Well, it looks like you'll be clicking
Oh.
every single factory there and turning truck input off.
And output. I'm turning them all off. Oh no. That's not okay. Man, if you make a blueprint, you've got to do that, right? Well, let's start at the top actually, because I didn't realize we could click on stuff and it's not built. Do it too. No, so bad. Just pause the building. I could pause the building too, but all of them need to be. Looks like a lot of the stuff is turned off though, or some of it's turned off. Everything needs to be turned off. Because otherwise all of our trucks are just going to try to work on that and that's it. Oh man. Pause once built. Well, what good does that do though? That doesn't do any good. That won't turn off the truck access to it. Gotta turn the truck access off, otherwise it's just, all of our trucks are gonna have problems. But it also, I don't understand. But when I go to unpause it all, then I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Yep, I usually copy paste. This was a blueprint that I built. This was a blueprint, and whoever made the blueprint did not turn off trucks to everything. Some of the stuff is, but not all of it. And to me, all of this needs to be turned off because when you have stuff built this tight, obviously trucks can't get in there. So, and the theory would be not to have trucks accessing this stuff anyway. But I don't want to mess up recipes on this stuff. And well, a lot of this only has one recipe, but I'll just go through and click it all. It's fine. I'm almost done. But yeah, whoever made this blueprint really should have just turned all this stuff off.
Then made the blueprint.
To begin with. Do what?
I said turn it off and then make blueprint.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Well, at least
okay.
whenever I research my fuel station 3, I can remember to turn off everything before building.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of a weird one because obviously trucks are just going to sit around like, hey, that needs oil. And yes, it does need oil, but not delivered via truck. This is going to get hooked directly up to a pipeline eventually.
Hey, he's full of oil.
Gonna have a ship bring the oil in, you know? Not anything else. Okay, what's going on here?
Well, would it help to turn off the input off for the crude?
Everything's turned off right now. Our belt is severely backed up. Why? Oh, this system can't handle everything's backed up over here, huh? Why is oh, because our fertilizer's full. What do we do with extra fertilizer?
Is it the organic?
It's the organic fertilizer. What do we do with that?
Dump in the ocean?
You actually can. It only hurts you 15. No, what we'll do is we'll finish plumbing our farms with fertilizer. Actually, we probably don't even need all these farms. That's the other thing. That or we need to farm other stuff because we do have other stuff we can farm, like, you know, soybeans and
Canola.
yeah, wheat. I haven't set any of that up, so I'm just gonna ignore the farms for now. Okay. I'm gonna turn the beacon off again because we have plenty of extra workers. That on. We are out of fuel though. Why are we out of fuel again? Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. What happened here? We're out of sand. Why are we out of sand? Sand. I need sand, like, in the worst way.
I was wondering why your sewage was backed up.
I need sand in the worst way right now. Out of all things, to be out of sand. Another excavator up here right now, and more trucks.
Yeah,
Right
I feel
now.
like that map's really good for if you want sand.
Yeah.
The first map I think that I'm on, it's not really that great.
You're gonna guess that Trent dumps everything in the ocean?
No, I only dump wastewater for now.
He dumps everything, chat. Don't let him fool you.
No.
So it's not an oil issue this time. It's a sand issue because our wastewater's all backed up, which means our people are going to be pissed here in a second.
Just try to influence you, dump everything in the ocean.
Oh, man. All right, go sand trucks, go. Come on, boys.
We need you in the worst way.
Dude, they're not even going, like, on the flat. They're just zipping right wherever they need to go. All right, get that sand going, get that water treated, boys. Come on. That's unfortunate, man. Oh, man.
Your whole civilization could have went on the downfall because of no sand.
Because of sand, of all things.
First it was crude oil.
We're chilling on crude right now.
Well,
I know.
fuel, and then why does that fuel station say it needs fuel? Because of the wastewater?
I think there was a truck that needed fuel. Or yeah,
Oh, I just noticed the station had a red on it.
everything needs fuel. There's a truck sitting there that needs fuel. Okay, but we're treating water and we should dig ourselves out of the hole that we're in, so we're good.
You need more trucks.
Shouldn't have to have that many trucks moving sand. I set that to our priority one, so we should be okay there. We still don't have any sand up here, though. I don't quite understand what's going on with sand, but that's okay. Alright, back to, do we have any... Okay, cool. We finally have, coal. They're out of diesel. This, hopefully, here will solve all of our diesel needs, you see? At least that's the hope. This should
Not doing
solve
too bad. I got a
all diesel needs.
storage 3. Starting to build diesel.
Nice. Still don't have any iron, do we? No. Never any iron. See, and through all that, we didn't run out of crude, so that's good. Since we couldn't refine the crude, that was the problem. Not that we didn't have any crude, it's that we couldn't refine the crude. Yeah, see, that was the issue. Oh, man. But we should be good now. Yeah, the town. Okay. Town is chilling. I think the map might be stable here in a minute. I hope. Oh, we have that big bin full of coal up here. That's good. Love to see that. Good thing. You know, now that we're actually making glass, we should maybe make this a priority to, like, we're actually using glass for something. We'll try to make that a priority to keep that full and keep this full-ish up here. Be a good idea. Okay, back down here to copper. Is that working or no? I guess that's the question. That right here. So it's not working. How are you missing water? Some of these are working though. How is it missing water? Plenty of water here. I guess it's missing copper, right? Yeah. No. Water. Copper. Copper. Okay, so this is working then. I just don't know about when you get acid down here, what happens then. I'm assuming it'll switch, but I don't know. See, technically there's acid here. So it did haul some. I just don't know if it'll switch over and use it. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I'm a bad person too. Look at that shit. Off trucks.
I found I think a bigger version of what we found.
The refinery?
Yeah,
No.
I think it's bigger.
This one's like 12. It better be a good link. Okay. I just opened the stream. I don't know. You'd have to compare all the notes. That's very spread out though. That one's super spread out. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. There's so much building still to happen here, chat. So much building. Trucks are so busy. Trucks are so not happy with me right now. Our coal needs are in better shape. We'll keep one excavator up here with a couple trucks, and we'll put the other excavator back down there. Free up some trucks, which is always good. We could actually build more trucks, by the way. I don't really know if I want to switch like to the big mining trucks to do much mining. But we'll build out a few trucks. We have material for that. So might as well do that. Oh yeah. Oh, that giant conveyor belt, man.
Oh man, there's not a lab manufacturing.
Oh really?
There's not.
That's all pretty. You want mine? It's all pretty easy. It's just lather, rinse, repeat. You put storage in if you want. You don't have to.
My issue is I've only built one of each.
Oh.
And I'm getting to Research Lab 4 pretty soon, which I need.
Yeah.
Lab Equipment 3.
Right here. Here you go. Here you go. There's Lab Equipment 3. Oh, goodness. It's all good. Okay, I think the map is going to be stable. I know I have too much population right now, but I'm okay with that. I've turned off my beacon. My ship really needs to be upgraded, but like I can't do any of that right now. That's okay. Research wise, I don't really have a lot more to go. I mean, I do, but I don't. So I get to the next construction part. Of course, that's usually where I like to stop. We got gold mining coming up soon. Or gold stuff. Which means I probably should maybe build an excavator for that. Which means to do that, though, we gotta punch through the mountain here somewhere and get over to the island because our gold's over there. So that'll be a whole thing. But for right now, I think we might. Are we keeping up with water here? Guess so. Yeah, moving a lot of water here. Steam is full, so that's good. Okay. Lots of chlorine, lots of salt. Good. And lots of fertilizer that I still don't know what to do with. Besides plummet into the farms. Or I can dump it in the ocean, according to Trent. See, something like organic fertilizer, it would be cool if you could, like, bottle that into, like, plastic jugs and then, like, ship that out as, like, an output. And, like, get Unity for it, or health, or something, but, like, output
At
a
least
product.
Unity, so you could or outsource it to all the other settlements that you.
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool. Wyoming Cowboy, what's up, man? I think that would be interesting if you could, like, you know, output, like, outsource, or not, yeah, output a product. I think that'd be pretty cool. And if you can, I don't know if you can, so that'd be cool if you could, though. Yeah. When in doubt, dump it in the ocean. What if I just, like, dump it over here? They'll never know over in the town, right? That's so far away, chat. It's fine. Yeah. Build your rocket, load it full of trash, and launch. Oh, goodness. Anyway, this is going to take probably a while to build. I had to guess. We're looking probably at a couple hours here, right? To
Maybe with all the trucks and.
Yeah. Just to get stuff built, I would say, right? Because it's going to take a while. Sean, it does have rockets. It's the last thing I researched last time was rockets. You betcha, bud.
You gonna do nuclear this go around?
I don't know. I don't know if I need to. I don't know. What I do know is I'm going to let this stuff build. And it's going to take a long time to get this done. But we're going to work on that. Just kind of getting the map stable again, which I think it's pretty stable right now. To be honest, once I get this built, and then we'll hook this up next time I play. How about that, chat? That's what we'll do. Next time I'll be on here will be Thursday at noon. But for tonight, Sergeant Trent, I will talk to you guys in a few. Be back. Those of you watching over on YouTube, have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.